Hello, everybody, and welcome to the little live stream of this game that I've been working on. I'm going to show a little bit of gameplay. This is a 1967 Gottlieb high score electromechanical pinball machine. By electromechanical, that means it's all mechanical. It's not solid state. There's no integrated circuits and stuff like that in here. There's no computer. It's all just a series of relays and switches. It's mostly mechanical, and you'll be able to tell that from the sound. So let's just jump right in and start playing a game. And anybody who's watching, type into the chat room. I'll be happy to answer any questions or anything. And I'll go over the rules and how it all works. See, there's a neat little roulette wheel looking thing in here. Pretty cool. Oh! And there you go. See, the 9 is a little sticky on there. See, it didn't go all the way, but it's not interfering with gameplay. So you'll notice this game has 4 flippers, but they're not your typical flippers. There's a left set and a right set, and they work in tandem. So when I hit the right flipper button, left flipper button, both of the left flippers flip in tandem. I can't individually control these, so they flip in tandem, and the right ones flip in tandem. It's kind of a little bit of a mind-blowing setup here because it's not what you're normally used to. You're used to when you hit the right flipper button, the right flippers flip, and the left flipper button, just the left one flips. But this has got a set on each, so it's kind of weird. I'm trying not to play childlike where you'd hit them both at the same time. But this is one of those games where probably hitting both flippers would make more sense. If I was in competition and I wasn't familiar with this game, I think I'd have an easier grasp if I just hit both flippers at the same time. But I'm going to try to use them independently. So it takes a little bit of rewiring of your brain and your hand-eye coordination in order to be able to feel comfortable with that. So I take it as a challenge. Of course, sometimes when I'll just hit both. So I've got this game set to 3 balls. It can be either 3 balls or 5 balls. You could see when this game first came out, it was 10 cents a game, or you got 3 plays for 25 cents. As I mentioned, this is from 1964, and I actually scored enough to win a game there. 3,100 points is enough to win a game. I got 3,300. The rule set in this is pretty simple and straightforward. This is from the era when these games were kind of like gambling games. So that's why they have often credit counters that go up pretty high, because people would play these and then they would kind of get paid off by the guy in the bar, and he would reset them and give them money for it. So it was kind of a way of encouraging people to gamble. Although at this late stage in the late 60s, they were kind of in trouble for trying to do gambling stuff. So this is kind of more of a hybrid gambling skill game, but it does have the roulette wheel in here, which is very kind of gambling-esque. So a good bit of your score in this game depends on how this roulette wheel randomly ends up. So let's start another game. And I'll go into that and how it works. So, and hello everybody that's watching. I'm showing off this 1967 Gottlieb high score. So let's talk about the rule set here. It's a very simple rule set. Basically, you've got you got your pop bumpers. This one up here at the top is 50 points. Everything else is 10 points. I think some of the bumper shots are 1 point. You'll see these targets labeled and rollovers labeled A, B, and C. So what does that do? When you hit a lit A target, it advances the A. So you have A, B, and C. And it starts at 5, 50, and 500. So every time you hit a target, you'll advance the value of the A space, the B space, or the C space. The objective here is to hit the A, B, and C targets to max out the values of 500, 1,000, and 2,000, and then spin the wheel, and the wheel is marked with A, B, C, and a star. Now, because of the way these things are, the value is distributed, you have more A's than you do B's than you do C's. So there's only one star on this wheel, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A's, and 1, 2, 3, 4 B's, and 1, 2 C's, and then one star. So the C is going to be the most statistically, well, the star is going to be the hardest one to hit because there's only one of them, followed by 2 of the C's, followed by 4 of the B's, followed by 5 of the A's. So obviously the big money hit would be to rack C up and then hit it. If you hit the star, that's an extra ball. So let's see what we can do. And you'll see that there are these holes in the middle. When they're lit, that's what'll give you a spin of the wheel. Or if it rolls over a rollover that's lit. So not much there, only 202 points. It's pretty pathetic. Didn't even get a spin. So the two ways to get a spin is either to go over a lit rollover or to hit the lit hole. So you can see I'm advancing some of the different targets. Okay, I got a spin. So C is worth 1,000, B is worth 50, A is worth 5. And it's a B. So that's 50 points. It's still weird trying to control those flippers. It just throws your head off a little bit. All right, let's keep it going. So how is this? Is the live stream looking good? Is everybody able to see it? Oh, I'll take it. Ah! All right, give me a spin. C is going to be worth 1,000. What's it going to be? C! All right. So there's not a 1,000-point relay down below. So to score 1,000, it does 2 500s. That's why you heard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. I think this is the last ball. Give me a spin. Oh! The star. Extra ball. That was big. It's hard to shoot for those holes. It's almost like... Oh, there we go. I did it. Okay. What's interesting is I can't figure out when. Okay, it did reset the thing that time. I'm trying to figure out under what circumstances it resets these counters, because that time it did reset the counters, but I've seen other times where it spins and it doesn't reset. So there's still maybe a few little details of the rule set I'm not familiar with. Max out C. Oh, okay. Give me C. Come on, C. A. And it did. See, it didn't reset. It didn't reset at that time. C is still maxed out. Oh, wasn't paying attention there. Okay, got my extra ball. All right, give me a C. B, that's 1,000. Nice. Oh, and that's it. All right, so there you have it. 1967 Gottlieb high score. You'll notice there's no chimes in this. This has bells. It has two different kinds of bells. And when I got this game, it didn't have a... I don't have the lockdown bar all the way down. Huh. Better be careful. I don't want to shock myself, which is entirely possible. Yeah, I gotta fix that. Didn't have a metal back plate, so I made one out of wood, and I actually like it. It's not as the bells are not quite as loud as they would normally be. So there you have it. 1967 Gottlieb high score. Fun little game to play. Kind of does tricks with your head. And if you want to find out more about this and stuff that I'm doing, go to PinballHelp.com. We have a YouTube channel, YouTube/PinballHelp. Please subscribe. There's also the website pinchurch.com, PINCHURCH, where you can find out more stuff. And that's it. I hope you like it.